Well, relative to his profile, Movsar Evloev may be the best fighter in the world that you've never heard of. Thankfully, you're playing with him here tonight. This is one of the best featherweights, if not pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And if I was to have to compete in an MMA round, this is the last guy I would want to be in there with. Absolutely suffocating, one of the best cardiovascular bases in the game. Outstanding grappling and wrestling, the emerging striking as well. And even when he was tested against Diego Lopez at UFC 288, Evloev still was able to rise to the occasion. Outstanding submission defense, heart, championship medal. DC, I could go on, but the fight's almost upon us. So here's the UFC featherweight champion, Ilia Topuria, undefeated when he arrived at the title fight against Alexander Volkanovski, and he was able to break through and get the job done. There is an undeniable sophistication to his game. He is a layered striker. He can grapple, he can wrestle. I haven't seen anything resembling a weakness on film, but I think his greatest asset is his ability to stay calm, cool, and collected in combat, and also to exercise some patience when it comes to pursuing a finish. He's one of the best finishers in the division, but it is never forced, it is never bat out of hell, and that's why right now he's the hunted and not Volkanovski at 145 pounds. All right, now we bring you the tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Movsar Evloev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here he is, one of the best featherweights in the world, Ilia Topuria, ready to go for round one. He has been a methodical fighter every step of the way in the UFC. He talked to us about establishing his jab early, be opportunistic with my takedown attempts. He's going to have the upper hand in most skills against most featherweights in the division, so it's about fighting on instinct, being reactionary, and pursuing a finish to make sure that the promotion feels like he's the next guy in line to fight for the featherweight title. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, big hook, that is sting. Just out of the range with that right hand. Back and forth we go.
Beautiful kick lands.
Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar.
And there's the single.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Nice shot there by the champ.
Evloev's back in full mount. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Evloev's got his back again. Oh, big shots from the top. Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away, try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Round two is next. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Good lead right by Movsar Evloev. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, it looks as though that strike may be open.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, another heavy shot gets through.
He didn't like that left hand.
Back to the feet now.
Oh, right hand.
Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
It's amazing. One calf kick can do so much damage. Starting to show some signs of bruising there.
It's already starting to limit him.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Movsar Evloev. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Evloev's in half guard now. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now. This is a terrible position.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a...
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. Get close to the finish. Great job maintaining position over submission. Very smart. Great fight IQ.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, he missed with that right hand. Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What the... His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Well, it seems like there has been an opening for that overhand all night long. Let's see if he goes back to it here. seconds winding down in round 2. Oh, good defense here to stay upright after that single leg takedown offering. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. An appreciative crowd obviously getting behind both fighters. Both guys just brawling like crazy in that previous round.
They both came with an idea, and they were collecting $50,000 extra dollars. And right now, I am certain that they're both going to receive that check.
All right, I've got a novel idea. When you've got a submission base like this guy does and good offensive takedowns, I don't know, maybe back a little bit?
Maybe try to get a takedown. Maybe try to get the fight to the floor. Maybe make this guy fight you where you're the best in the entire UFC at. Get this fight to the mat where you're bound to be successful. He passes to half guard. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight. Oh, wow, oh!
You need to work on this position.
That's tight. Oh, he got out!
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off his back, DC.
Yup, that guillotine's deep.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Nicely done. Topuria's in half guard. How fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter and is very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Great work here from the bottom fighter. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Big knee to the body. Swing and a miss with that punch by Ilia Topuria. Evloev's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little.
Both of them landing massive shots.
Oh, he's got him hurt badly now.
What a fight.
Evloev's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Good job by the champ there. Slide back up.
Might be able to hook onto an arm here. Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
Evloev's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Continuing to find a home for these hammer fists. Nice job on the ground and pound by Topuria. Oh, he could be a one-eyed fighter here pretty soon. That left eye's starting to shut. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Attempting a choke now.
It's tight. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Topuria's right back to the full mount here.
Nice reversal on the ground. Great job.
Final seconds here. All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was for him, DC. And look at him walking back to that corner. He's feeling himself a little bit.
Oh, he's feeling himself, and look at his coaches. They're all celebrating because they know that if they stay the course, if they do the exact same thing, they may be able to find the finish this time.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
5th and final round. Shot is blocked there by Topuria. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
That's one of those shots, and if you take one of them, if you get the night, that one landed right on the spot. Oh, nice another take.
Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground. Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes. Oh, he's in real trouble now. Big left hand. Nice jab there by Topuria.
Dominant position.
Nice positional control here.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Evloev's in half guard. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Oh, and he locks up a triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across, pulling down on the head, feeding the hips, and he will definitely get the submission.
Good job by the champ there.
Sliding
back up.
All right, well, if you like blood, perhaps this is the fight for you. That cut is really started to open up wide now.
It's starting to open up, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad right now. It's still bloody, but it's not really limiting his ability to continue. Let's see if he can get through this and win this fight.
Topuria's got the full mount. Well, they won't need to go bonus begging after this one. They're getting a bonus tonight. This fight has been all action from the opening round.
I mean, what a phenomenal fight. Both fighters should be very proud of themselves. Yep, got to be very careful there.
1 minute to go in the fight. Evloev's eye is really not looking good right now, Daniel. Starting to swell shut, and that is going to compromise his vision as this fight continues. Seconds now to go in the fight.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Evloev's in half guard. Back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the fight of the year conversation. All right, well, as expected, nothing easy about it. The fight goes the full 25-minute distance. Could be looking at a split decision here, Daniel.
A very close fight. I mean, this is uncomfortable. I've sat there before, walking to the middle of the octagon in a title fight as the champion, not knowing if I had done enough to win. This is a nervous feeling, but I believe the champ did just enough to keep the belt.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. For the winner by split decision, and still